Je serai le président de tous Good evening, everyone. It is now 7:00 p.m. We're going to call this regularly scheduled council meeting to order. And let's see, we will have our invocation led by Kenny Carter with Alvin Methodist Church. And then Councilmember Davis, do you mind doing our American flag pledge? And then if you would, Councilman Garvey, do you mind doing our Texas pledge? Thanks. All right, please rise.
All right, let's pray. I thank you, Lord, so much for this day and for the breath of life that you give us to breathe in and to breathe out. I thank you, Lord, for this council who are leaders you allowed in this season to serve in this great community of Alvin. Thank you for each one that's here, Lord. Thank you for the servant's heart of the council that come to serve the people and build stable communities with your wisdom. Lord, make it clear of how they are to plan for the future of Alvin. May they seek your counsel, Lord, always as they direct and make decisions for safe, healthy family environments for both family and community. Allow them to always have eyes to see and ears to hear and hearts of compassion to see and act on the vision you have ready to unfold to building a community of integrity and faith in you, for your way is always flawless. In the difficult or unpopular decisions that they will have to be decided, let the outcome be based on your wisdom spoken through this council. Let it be with your grace, Lord, and your mercy. Lord, may what they're a part of always include setting the stage for future leaders to lead well. Encourage them, Lord, at just the right time. Allow and pace them to get rest that they need, both physically and mentally and spiritually. Remind them, Lord, to spend time with family and friends and build lifelong relationships. Bless their churches and families, Lord. Bless their Thanksgiving with unexpected blessings. Bless this great city of Alvin. For it is in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor to the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to have two presentations this evening. Our first presentation will be the fire departmental presentation. Chief Hunting.
I didn't even know that was tonight.
You didn't know?
Cool.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Dixie said I had 30 minutes, but I'll try to get through this in about 27 minutes.
No, sir.
Thank you.
You're fired. Fired.
You're done.
The first thing I wanted to show y'all this slide here, and this was from Dixie's office, that they found this memo from August 1st, 1898, of when the fire department was started.
Wow.
It was kind of interesting to read it. It was only one line in there that said that the city voted to appropriate $10 to start the Alvin Fire Department. So
And that's not changed since. Just kidding.
$15 now
Great.
with inflation. I'm going to go through these slides pretty quick because y'all seen these. These are the old fire station that sits on the corner where the senior center is. City still owns the truck in the middle. We still have it at fire station number 1.
Oh, number 2.
This is the old fire station 1 that will be repurposed for an annex. Fire station 1 and all the equipment. Fire station 2 on the north side and all the equipment with it. Fire station 3 on the west. And this is a picture from 2024 of the volunteers that we took. The picture was we were brought together by Councilman Salter to herded us all together to take this picture. And our ladies auxiliary, who do a huge amount of work for us on fires and during the rest of the time of the year. The department staff, the full-time is myself, the fire administrator, fire marshal, assistant fire marshal, one fire inspector, one firefighter, and our administrative assistant. And our part-time is the assistant fire administrator, which is vacant, and then 2 part-time inspectors. The longevity of the volunteer fire department is something we're pretty proud of. There's 3 of us that have served for 48 to 56 years. One of them will be getting a 50-year award this next coming banquet. 16 that have 20 to 45 years, 15 that have 10 to 19 years, and out of that, the 2 of the females. 33 members have 10 years or less, and there's 4 females in that group. And then we have 12 probationary firefighters right now and 2 females in that group. And starting in January, first week of January, we'll have 12 new applicants for our recruit academy. I believe that's right, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
12. Total, I tallied it up, is 967 years of service with all the members of the fire department. Some of the things that we offer the department, the volunteers, the recruitment, training, equipment, pension, and insurance. And the one that has really stuck out this year is the job opportunities that we've had, that the volunteers have gone on to be paid firefighters in other departments. We have 8 right now. We had 9 and 1 left the department, but we have 8 right now that are currently with paid fire department. Their paid job is a paid firefighter, and then they come home from their paid jobs and they volunteer for the city of Alvin. And we have the junior fire department, which I think they're up to 7 or 8 right now. This is just a breakdown of the calls for the last few years. October 31st, we were up to, I can't even read that.
769.
It's tough when you have one eye. 948 calls last year. We were close to breaking 1,000. And this year, I don't think we will, which is a good thing. This is just a breakdown of some of the hours that the volunteers put in, and I think on that fire prevention that Councilman Salter probably has a big piece of that pie, because he does a lot of our fire prevention programs. The training, on standby and on scenes, those eat up a lot of time, so it's 21,317 hours that the volunteers have put in. The fire marshal's office, there's 5 of them total, 3 full-time, 2 part-time. They do a lot of work. The volunteers work with the fire marshal's office a lot to coordinate the fire prevention programs in the preschool, the elementary schools. They do middle school career days. We had a career on wheels at Hassey Elementary just a week or so ago. High school has the trade classes and the culinary arts that they do a lot of work with them. And then business and social organizations that they go out, and some of the city employees have taken some fire extinguisher classes and other classes from the fire marshal's office. They were pretty busy this year so far. They've done right around 1,500 inspections, and that's 5 of them doing inspections, and only one of the part-time, he only works 1 day a week. They've done 58 pre-development meetings, 77 pre-plan and construction inspections, and then 10 fire investigations, which I told Matt Cornell that needs to be 0 next year. Fire follow-ups is 55, emergency planning meetings 22, and then permits 28. And that's, like I said, that's 3 full-time and 2 part-time that are out doing inspections every day. Some of the additional duties that they do, they are all firefighters, and we have pressed them into service when we were a little shorthanded on a call to put their gear on and fight fire. rescue or hazmat calls. They've driven trucks. They're all qualified on the trucks to drive them. So if we're short a driver, we need another truck on the scene, we can get one of them to bring one out. Matt Cornell is our Department Texas Commission on Fire Protection Training Coordinator. Sean Moore is our department PPE expert that does all the inspections on our PPE and keeps us in line, which we just completed our TCFP yearly audit with no issues, none whatsoever. The compliance letter came back with no issues, so we're glad we got that behind us. And they also cover duty officer when there's a vacancy in the duty officer shift. And that's my presentation. Any questions? Dixie's
Go ahead.
Dixie's looking at her watch over there. She's fixing to turn the microphone off.
Any questions for the chief?
Yeah, I have a statement whenever you guys are done.
What's that?
I'd love to make a statement to Chief. Chief, nothing but respect for you. I remember Chief Lee at a vehicle accident that involved an officer, and I remember looking at his face whenever he got on scene and how quickly he was ready to assist one of his officers. And that was the same look on his face that Chief Hunding had to have on his face when he knocked on my home to let my wife know that I was hospitalized and to get in the car and we were going to the hospital. Chief Hunting celebrated 48 years of service in the department last week, so let's clap for him, please. The numbers, the volunteer culture, all of that, wonderful. Those are all wonderful. But working between departments within the city is so important, And I have been on scene as a firefighter, as a bystander, and I have witnessed that synergy between emergency management, EMS, between our police, and of course our fire department, and they work seamlessly together. It's never an ego measuring session. That's never witnessed on scene, and they work together. Director of Parks and Rec back there, Dan Kalinsky, is a firefighter, and you see that culture, and that culture is because of the leadership, both at the police department, with Ron, with EMS, and of course with Chief Hunting. And I know there are so many cities that they wish they have that, and that, if anything, is what I hope to maintain in the city, is that synergy between departments. Chief, nothing but respect for you. I really do. You mentioned to me that you were giving a presentation. I thought you had a meeting with Unruh. I didn't even realize you were going to be here tonight. It's wonderful. So nothing but respect for the fire department, and I hope that 48 is 50, and so on and so on and so on for many more years to come.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thank
you,
you.
Chief.
Thank you. Okay, next we will have Alvin Comprehensive Plan Update Presentation.
Council, Mayor, thank you so much. Very, very pleased to be here tonight with Jackson Marble from Baxter and Woodman to present the update to our comprehensive master plan. This has been a long, long road. And one of the first things I was told when I first got on board with the city of Alvin was, Paul, because that's my name, Mr. Rowland was like, you are going to be in charge of the comprehensive master plan going forward. That has been one of my main foci, thank you, while here with the city of Alvin, and it has been a long road. But speaking of synergy, council member, the amount of work all different departments and yourselves and our comprehensive planning committee, composed of a lot of our citizens, our past elected officials, that synergy between what everybody is hoping to see and what we're hoping to achieve over the next decade or so with our community, knowing how much is about to change here, and the things that we can control and the things that we know we can't control, but we can at least guide to the right place, all of that energy, all of that enthusiasm is right here in this document. I'm so pleased to have this presented to you tonight. So without further ado, Mr. Dr. Jackson Marble, if you'd come to the front and present the update to the comprehensive master plan.
just to clarify, no doctorate. I will try to make this 10 minutes or less. Thank you for taking the time to hear me speak. As Paul mentioned, we began the comprehensive plan process a little over a year ago. The comprehensive plan really is a guiding document for the city for the next 10 to 20 years. Specifically, the outcomes of the comprehensive plan is to develop a plan based on data and specifically public engagement and community feedback that addresses Alvin's existing needs and challenges and then provides a framework for the future, addressing future challenges, future growth constraints, and different elements that may come up in order to improve the overall quality of life within Alvin. Specifically, the comprehensive plan provides an existing snapshot of the community. It assesses all of the existing data through maps and analysis to try to understand what the community is currently going through, what it may go through in the future. Provide new forums for public engagement so that council and city leaders are well informed, especially as the community has grown. They understand what long-term residents are wanting and then also what new residents are wanting at the same time. As well, outcomes to provide specific goals, recommendations, and strategies for the future that council and the city can consider and work towards. As well, provide tools to mitigate and address growth challenges, specifically with 99 and growth within neighboring communities that may be out of your control but still have an impact on Alvin. And then as well, identify partnerships and funding opportunities for the recommendations within the plan. The comprehensive plan is focused on 8 primary goals and topic areas. So all of the analysis, all of the recommendations are split up and based on these 8 main primary goals that make up and compose a city and their operations. We began with putting together a existing city report. This pulls together a whole series of mapping and data assessments, such as roads, current traffic, accidents, community demographics, thoroughfare rights of way, existing parkland, services, anything and everything that could help us understand currently what the city's challenges are, what the strengths are, and what the city is working towards as well. And then from that, we produced what is known as kind of the main comprehensive plan, which is split up into 4 main chapters. The first one provides a summary of the appendix. The second chapter is focused on the public engagement and feedback. Specifically looks at growth projections as well from the ISD and multiple other entities to try to understand what impacts may occur within Alvin when it comes to growth. And then we've also produced a whole series of growth scenarios, specifically 4 scenarios on how the city could grow and what those impacts would be on investments and infrastructure in the future, depending on 4 different routes that the city could take. Looks like we are, and then there's chapter 3 there, which is the 8 goals and then strategies and actions fit under each of those goals as well. Here we go. Throughout the process, we had multiple public engagement opportunities. Specifically, we had 6 meetings with the Comprehensive Plan Advisory Committee. We had 2 open houses, one at the beginning and end of developing the plan, 3 joint workshop roundtables with city leaders, almost 400 survey responses on our community survey. And then we also did 4 neighborhood outreach meetings where we went out to local businesses, invited community members that lived within those specific neighborhoods to give feedback to us in person in a less formal format than just an open house, and specifically hear what they needed within their districts and their zones. From this, some of the top concerns that residents had mainly revolved around infrastructure, the infrastructure quality of roads, drainage, street lights, How will that be maintained as the community grows and investment or reinvestment strains occur as there's legacy infrastructure, but then also the need to expand infrastructure as well. People also had a large concern about housing, the quality of housing and structures as well. When it comes to older houses, maintaining those older houses, maintaining some of the legacy structures along Gordon Street, but then also as new development comes in, ensuring that that development has a character that represents Alvin and is specifically what the community wants to see. Some of the top desires there would be housing that caters towards seniors, but then also large acre houses. So providing a wider variety of housing typologies within the community, as well as focusing on the downtown, trying to grow a mixed-use downtown, providing programs within the programming within the downtown, improving the overall character and quality of Central Alvin as well. This is a example of the 8 goals. There's a written statement, and then under each of those goals, there's a series of objectives, and then under that, there's a whole series of actions and strategies. Just an example of some of the goals, some of the maps here. We have a future land use map, which will guide future development in your community when you're going through the permitting process or approval process or conceptual designs, talking with developers. You can show them this map and say, well, our comprehensive plan says that this should probably be this. Maybe we should consider that instead. As well, we provided a whole framework for future phasing growth. So where to focus growth within the next 5 years, then where to focus growth in the next 5 to 10 years, 10 years plus. So instead of haphazardly approving development, there's a strategy that the city has moving forward. We're gonna focus on this corridor, we're gonna try to develop this, so there's a smart implementable way to ensure some sort of predictability as the community is rapidly changing. And then we've also provided a recommendation for a substation at Preservation Creek and a way to expand EMS, fire, and city services. In addition, we have developed an updated parks map as well, which depicts where current parks are, where people are within a 10-minute walk. So therefore, you can identify, let's say a developer goes into one of the areas that's identified in tan, where there is currently not a park service, ensuring that that neighborhood or development has some sort of park in that zone, so therefore you're not having people without access to a park. In addition, the next map, we've also provided an updated trails and sidewalks plan as well. So continuing on previous efforts of expanding the Mustang Bayou Trail, connecting to schools, connecting to parks, connecting to downtown, and the senior center and recreation center as well. And then we provided a whole updated series of thoroughfare cross sections, which provides a mix of open ditch drainage, curb and gutter, but then more importantly, ensuring that there is enough travel lanes. The character of the thoroughfares are high quality and visually attractive. And then there's also pedestrian and bicycle accommodations off-street on all of these thoroughfare typologies. In addition to that, some of the other maps that we included are recommendations for intersections and future proposed thoroughfare alignments as well. So this would help mitigate some of the traffic issues that are currently happening at some of the intersections. So adding left turn lanes, considering additional four-way stops, some of those other elements to mitigate traffic strain on residents. And then also streetscape priority areas. So where would overlays more than likely be needed? Where should there be character improvements such as signage, street trees, or lighting, specifically along economically viable corridors currently within the community? And then also on the far right, a utilities plan. So prioritizing specific corridors that have a high likelihood of turnover and redevelopment, and ensuring that utilities are expanded along those roadways in a smart, phased, and predictable way to facilitate economic growth in the community. We've also included a whole series of different ways that Alvin can preserve the natural environment as development comes in, different innovative stormwater and flood mitigation strategies, a whole series of character improvements, so ways that you could utilize signage to emphasize the downtown, different emblems you could add to interstate retaining walls, as well as multiple grant funding opportunities through the Texas Historical Commission to help preserve some of the more historic buildings or provide grants to homeowners who own historic homes. And then we've also provided a series of maps which assesses the taxable value and redevelopment potential of streets within the central core of Alvin. Through that, at Community Open House 2, the residents were presented with all of these recommendations, of which I only described a few, and these are their top priorities, the ones that they placed the most dots next to, and it aligns pretty well with the previous public engagement, focusing on flood mitigation, environmental sensitivity, growing the downtown, ensuring that street drains, culverts, and lights are efficient and working properly. And then lastly, in Chapter 4, we have provided an implementation action table. This implementation action table can be used for the annual budgetary review process. We expect that council and staff will look at this table every single year, mark off what they've done, mark off what is the priority this year. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should hold off on for 1 year on something else. And it helps with all of these additional processes, amendment processes. Who should we contact? Action leaders, implementation partners to help get these strategies to fruition. And then also, we provided a whole list of potential funding opportunities as well through multiple different state and local levels, grants or matching funds, et cetera. If there's any questions that the council may have, I'm happy to answer.
I don't see the funding opportunities.
The funding opportunities, there is a column. The very last column is funding opportunities. But then at the very end of the document, there are 7 to 8 pages that go through all the entities, what they provide, is there matching funds, what they can be used for. So it's in the text itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe you know, sorry, Scott.
No, go ahead.
You said maybe we could get grants from the Texas Historic Commission, but do our buildings have to be declared already, or are we
No, they
eligible
don't.
for that?
What helps is if you join the Texas Historical Commission, their Main Street First program.
Yeah.
So you could help with the, it could be a city leader or it could be someone designated through the Historical Society. But that gets you into the door with the Historical Commission, gets you recognized as someone who's more serious about historical integrity. And then that opens up funding opportunities, additional conferences, meeting with local and other municipalities as well for shared efforts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great, thank you.
I just want to say thank you. Your team did a fantastic job. There were many opportunities for them to not maintain their composure in some of the public forums when people were very vocal about their concerns in the city. And, you know, you took it on the chin from multiple residents and you know, cleaned it up nicely and put it to paper. So we appreciate that. And it was very timely. I know that the plan was very pricey. Putting together 400 pages, how many pages? Yeah,
Yes.
400-page document. Is complex, but I think it's really important for future leaders of our city. Everybody can get elected and have some firm opinions. You know, I'm a fan of this, or I'm a fan of that, or I'm pushing this or pushing that. But when you tell a resident that's concerned, hey, here are the 8 things that we're really super focused on right now. I know you want a splash pad, you know, or I know you want pickleball, but we've identified some serious utility needs or a problem in this intersection, and they've got to be first, you know.
Right.
And to the concerns I know with fellow council members of, oh, well, what did we get accomplished over the last 10 years? I worked on the previous comp plan with Paul's predecessor, Larry Bueller, in 2014 when I was a college student, and
our city's finally got momentum. For the last decade, it has been quite a crawl as our city has begun to start to develop. Still have plenty of challenges, but we're actually starting to see that 1,000 person growth on our population annually now, and we're really starting to pick up some momentum. And that's why these plans, because zoning and other large scale planning for our city doesn't exist without this plan. So I'm super excited to have it and hold Paul accountable for every year as we continue forward with it. So,
Well said. Any questions? Anything else? Very good. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, everyone.
Very good. So now we're going to actually host a public hearing regarding the adoption of the proposed comprehensive plan. So with it being 7:30, we will open a public hearing. If anyone would like to come forward and speak about the adoption of the proposed comprehensive plan, please do so now. Anyone, second call? Anyone like to come forward and have their voice heard regarding the adoption of our comprehensive plan? Please come forward. Seeing no one fourth, we will close the public hearing at 7:31. Thank you. I don't believe we have any, we don't have any registered for public speaking tonight, right, Dixie? Thank you. Okay, so now we'll move to the consent agenda. We'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. I'm sorry, is there anything that needs to be removed?
No, sir.
No? Okay, now we'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Please vote.
Motion passes unanimously. Items approved are the minutes from November 6, 2025 City Council meeting and November 13th, City Council workshop. Mayor?
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to other business, item A, consider a lift station force main oversized cost participation agreement with Missouri County Municipal Utility District 51 and Beazer Homes, Texas Limited Partnership, and authorize the mayor to sign the agreement upon legal review.
Mayor and council, good evening.
Good evening.
The MUD 51 agreement before you tonight is for a shared wastewater lift station between two developments, Beazer Homes and KB Homes. You may recall me mentioning the proposed lift station in the KB Homes workshop that we had a few months ago. This will be a shared lift station, oversized, that will reduce the city's long-term maintenance cost. Under the existing agreement, with Beazer Homes, the city must cover the oversizing cost to accommodate the KB home development. To meet the obligation, staff recommends a cost-neutral approach of waiving Beazer Homes impact fees in the amount equal to the oversizing. Then recover the oversizing cost from KB Homes through a utility services agreement in addition to their standard impact fees. KB Homes planned unit development is scheduled to come before council in December. This method results in a net zero budget impact to the city and the water ratepayers. Staff recommends approving the oversized agreement to waive the impact fees equal to the oversizing costs for Beazer Homes with the reimbursement from KB Homes. Does anybody have any questions? We have representatives here from Beazer and Benchmark, if anyone has any questions.
It's a great opportunity, but I'm excited about this.
Will the MUD be increasing their number?
So the MUD 51 encompasses both properties,
Right.
or both proposed developments.
But the fees that oh my goodness.
MUD
what are they
taxes.
called? Yeah, the MUD taxes. Are those gonna be going up for MUD 51 or are they?
I don't know
Does it
the
cover
answer to
this or
that
no?
question.
Nothing?
Okay.
Okay.
Those are in-city MUDs, yes.
And stop working out.
And in addition, on your meeting next week, you will have a resolution accepting the petition for annexation of additional property into the city limits. I think that's the Verona tract, and then that will then become part of MUD 51 as soon as it's in the city.
You said next one?
The next meeting.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I missed that
You're
email.
working on Thanksgiving, too.
Special meeting on Thanksgiving. Yeah, no, sorry, the next meeting.
Any other
Brandon,
questions
just one
for
question.
Brandon?
Yes, sir.
What's the time frame on completing that?
I actually would defer to either Eric or William because they are in the process of acquiring the easements for the force main, and they are under the design of the lift station.
Okay.
So I don't have a timeline, maybe William?
You've already failed the first part you mentioned in the parking lot.
I'm sorry?
You failed the first part you mentioned in the parking lot already. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Brandon, can you come forward? So you
Come
can-
to the mic.
Yeah, come to the mic. Thank you.
So we originally designed the lift station just to serve the 107-acre tract, which is highlighted in yellow. I'm, as an engineer, not allowed to oversize the lift station to serve the tract to the north, which is the 127-acre tract. So whenever the request was presented, I, responded with the dilemma that I have of needing someone to pay for the oversizing of those facilities. So that's when this agreement was presented. Seems to be fair from my opinion as an engineer, so Beazer Homes has been agreeable to it as well, and the MUD seems to be on board with it, and I believe it was drafted by ABHR, which is the MUD's attorney, presented to you guys here tonight, and makes the most sense from your perspective of reducing the city's facilities that it would own and maintain, and dare I say it, everyone seems to win on this one. Now the timing of the design, we have just started it. We have a layout of the location, initial dimensions. I'm trying to tidy it up, hoping to have that design to you guys in January, maybe February, depending on electrical engineering design improvements that are coming our way, as well as a force main easement acquisition, which should be occurring in the next 2 to 3 months, something like that. So all that's in the works. Timing should work out. The one thing we did want to ask you guys, and I believe Michelle is on board with this, that we can present the clearing and grubbing of the site initially, the mass grading, which is earth movement, doing detention ponds, large storm sewer improvements, and floodplain mitigation improvements, as well as Section 1, Berry Creek Section 1, utilities and pavement separately, as opposed to all in one package, because this lift station redesign, if we package it all together, slows down the development. And again, I've already designed the initial lift station location, so redesigning it, I know it sounds like I just get to pick it up and move it. That's not really the case. We actually have to do additional geotechnical studies. So there's other things. I don't mean to get technical with you guys, but throwing out some verbiage there so you know what I'm talking about, to allow us to proceed forward with mass grading, and it won't affect any of the facilities from the city or from the development.
So, to answer my question, what's the time frame on completing this project?
Well, the lift station itself,
Mm-hmm.
it'll take me about 3 months to design, maybe 4, and then just with the holidays coming up, and then it takes about 9 months to construct. So
you're
let's
looking
say
about a year
little
out?
over a year, yeah.
That's just for the lift station. And
Yes.
then there's 3 phases to the development of the master plan neighborhood.
Okay.
Very good.
Cool beans.
Any other questions? We'll entertain a motion then.
Mayor, move to approve a lift station force main oversized cost participation agreement with Missouri County Municipal Utility District 51 and Beazer Homes, Texas Limited, Texas LP, and authorize the mayor to sign an agreement upon legal review.
Second.
Thank you. Please vote.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thank you. Thank you. Item B, we're going to consider ordinance 25 EE of the City Council of the City of Alvin, Texas, adopting the City of Alvin Comprehensive Plan, providing for a public hearing, providing for the plan to become effective upon its passage and approval, providing a repealer clause, providing a severability clause, providing an effective date, and setting forth other provisions related thereto. Dr. Chavez, this is your item.
You honor me, Mayor. Well, you've heard the presentation from Mr. Jackson Marvel with Baxter and Woodman, and at this point, I would highly encourage passage of this particular ordinance. so we can move forward with taking a lot of the initiative and the energy and the directives that are within this comprehensive plan update and start moving it forward. And as Mr. Marvel had mentioned, we're going to be getting a lot of the mechanicals that are involved with this particular study, and that we can start peeling it apart once a year and put that into a spreadsheet so we can give an annual update as to where we are and what we're hoping to achieve with this comp plan. We can also use those materials when we go after grants. We can start pulling those pieces out and putting them into applications. So I think this is going to be an extremely well utilized and heavily referenced document moving forward. And as you mentioned, this will be a big part of moving forward with potentially zoning the community.
Very good. Any questions or comments? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
Mayor moves to approve ordinance 25 EE of the City Council of the City of Alvin, Texas, adopting the City of Alvin Comprehensive Plan, providing for a public hearing, providing for the plan to become effective upon its passage and approval, providing a repealer clause, providing a severability clause, providing an effective date, and setting forth other provisions related thereto.
Second.
Thank you. Please vote.
Motion passes unanimously.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item C, consider resolution 25R28, casting votes for the Board of Directors of the Brazoria County Appraisal District.
So Mayor and Council, this is before you this evening for you to cast votes. You have 32 votes that you can cast for one candidate, or you can split them amongst the candidates. Legislative session a few years back changed it to where there are now 3 elected positions for this board, so that they're not all appointed by the taxing entities. I did, Unruh reached out to BCAD to see if we could get a bio of the reps, and in your packet was a few of them. So that's all the information that we have. So this is due back to BCAD by December 15th. So we are a little early, so we wanted to give you plenty of time to review. And so if you have any questions, comments.
I do not.
So you can cast your votes for one person. You can split them up amongst many.
Pleasure of council.
Haven't we normally only done one person in the past?
Yes.
I should we voted for just one person.
That's what I thought. Does anybody have any recommendation?
Or we can split the votes for the 2
Yeah, Gail
bios we
Robinson.
received.
I like
Mhm.
that,
That's a good idea.
yeah,
You wanna do that?
yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds good.
Okay. Hold on, let me do it. I'll do it. Hold on. Gotta find the page.
yeah.
Okay. Mayor, move to approve resolution 25R28, casting 14 votes for Susan Spohr.
16.
16.
She's an attorney.
And 16 for
Gail.
Gail Robinson. Hold on, let me go back. To serve on the Board of Directors of the Brazoria County Appraisal District Board.
Second.
Thank you. Please vote.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item D, consider if any requests from individual council members for items to be placed on an upcoming workshop or council meeting. Garvey?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I just wanted to bring back up, you mentioned to wait till the budget was over, visiting potential amendments to the employee handbook about standards of consumption while you're wearing your uniform. Just bringing it back up.
No, Mayor.
No? Very good. Reports from city manager?
Yes, all non-emergency city offices will be closed next week. Well, not next week. Wednesday and Thursday of next week. They probably wish they would close next week.
Working
but-
Friday?
Yeah, probably so. So Wednesday and Thursday of next week, non-emergency city offices will be closed. As far as trash pickup, collections will not be done on Thanksgiving Day. The Thursday normal route for collection will be serviced on Friday and the Friday, normal collection will be serviced on Saturday. Also, and lastly, December 6th is Home for the Holidays at National Oak Park from 10 to 6 p.m. with the parade beginning at 6 p.m. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have items of community interest. Any announcements concerning items of community interest from council members? Councilman Davis?
I don't know of the time, but the Alvin Animal Adoption Center is doing Santa Paws photos on Sunday, December 7th. So, that's it.
Thank you.
Some of you may know, but I am a volunteer with the Alvin ISD Get Mentor program. And right now, our program is in desperate need of male mentors. Right now, I think there's 60 boys that are on the waiting list to be matched with a male mentor. And so, I just want to encourage my fellow council members who are not already volunteers, anybody here, anybody watching from home, just try and look and see if your schedule has any room for just 30 minutes a week, so you can become a mentor. I really think this is a great program. A lot of people, mentors and mentees alike, have expressed just kind of the feeling of like, well, I really didn't think I was going to enjoy it this much. I can say that I feel the same after doing it for 3 years. I can't believe it's been 3 years, because I just have such a great time doing it. And so Saturday, December 6th, the Get Mentor program is going to have an event at Keating Toyota in Manville in the morning. And so they're going to give you free breakfast. All men who want to volunteer are invited, and you get to test drive Toyota trucks. So if that doesn't get you guys out there, I don't know what will. So if you guys are interested in going, please let me know. Please reach out to me. You can find my contact information on the city's website, I think, or contact them and they'll contact me, and I'm happy to set you guys up with the facilitator of the program, and attend the meeting with you or the event with you. But I just really think this is a great opportunity to get involved if you're not involved already, and it really doesn't take that much time. And the lady who's in charge of it, she's super sweet, and she's very accommodating to your schedule. So, I think you can probably squeeze 30 minutes out of your week. So I just encourage everybody to do that. That's all.
I wanted to remind everybody that the fire department Christmas open house is Friday, December 12th, and Saturday, December 13th from 6 to 9. You can get a photo with Santa and a free print, and you can climb on a fire truck and eat some cookies. Also, I encourage you to give. Alvin Blue Santa is celebrating 30 years of community service for families in need. There are toy donation boxes at a variety of businesses across the city. Donate a unwrapped toy or give financially to the organization. They've already raised over $1 million over 30 years, and it goes to helping children right here in our community. So I just encourage you to do that if you can.
Thank you.
Very good. Nothing, Mayor.
I wanted to say thank you to Unruh, Chief, and the Mayor for that. I was made aware of an incident that happened on 35 Wednesday morning with a heavy truck, and they told me that they would have DPS making more rounds on the roads, and I saw DPS out there having them pulled over today. So I want to thank y'all for doing that so quickly and help keep our roads safe. Thank you.
Mayor, Unruh, I know we had mentioned it before about the mentor program, about considering letting city employees participate and be paid to go do that.
We
Are we still doing that? Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. That's it, sir.
Very good. Thank you. Well, with that, the time is 7:50 and we are adjourned.